Go ahead.
Alright, so in this project I built a guitar.
I took a video of his guitar and pictures.
Okay, so I decided to build a guitar because I've been playing for 3 years and I've wanted to build my own guitar ever since I started playing.
I wanted to make a video because I took a class a while back on videos and pictures, so I decided to put that skills to test.
So the tools I used was a router table, a saber saw, a router, an orbital sander, a sandpaper, files, screwdrivers, drill press, a hand drill, a planer, and a jointer.
I used a camera.
So the parts I used were a Seymour Duncan pickup, a hip shot bridge, a 98 Ibanez neck, some neck bolts, an Ibanez pickguard, a 500K potentiometer, output jack, screws, oak boards, Ibanez tuners, and an Ibanez locking nut. And then finishing products I used was Minwax Bombay Mahogany Stain and Minwax Wipe-On Poly because it was super cheap. So in the first step, I pretty much just laminated all the boards together. And they were pretty big because of the shape of guitar I made, and it was kind of a pain because I got glue everywhere. And the second step, I just took it off the lamination table and traced out that shape, which was pretty cool. And then I cut it out and rounded the edges on the router table to a 1/4 inch radius, which was pretty cool. And then I sanded it till it was about 220 grit. And then I clamped the neck to it and then traced it out on there so I knew where it would go, and then clamped the boards to the sides so that I would know everything was going to work out. And then I drilled some holes to get rid of the excess material so I could easily route it. And then I test fit the neck, and it worked out super well because if I screwed this up, it would have been completely destroyed. So then after doing that, I drilled the holes for the neck bolts and ensured that they were straight with the drill press. Yeah. Okay, and then I countersunk the holes because everything needed to be flush because my hand was going to touch that. And then I sanded the neck pocket so it would be more comfortable while I was playing. And I attached the neck to the body. I then used a meter stick so I could mark out where the bridge needed to be, because if the scale length is off, it sounds really funny, like kind of like a sitar or a banjo instead of a guitar. And then I used leftover boards to make a routing template so I could do the pickup cavity, which is what makes the noise. And then I routed the cavity, and that's how it turned out. Then I cut up an old pickguard for the pickguards for the guitar. And then I sanded the body with 220 grit sandpaper on an orbital sander, and I ended up getting up to 350, which kind of got changed. And then I applied 2 coats of Bombay Mahogany Stain and 2 coats of Wipe-On Poly, which looks pretty sweet. And then I installed all the electronics and the bridge, which worked out really well. And the challenges were routing the neck pocket because if it wasn't perfectly straight, the guitar would be unplayable. The pickup wasn't grounded, and it took me a really long time, an embarrassingly long time, to figure out why.
The challenge I had was lighting from some of the pictures we had to do and the video got corrupted.
Yeah.
It's bad fun.
And my successes were I measured the scale length for bridge placement, routed the pickup and electronic cavities, drilled the neck mounting holes, finished the guitar body with polyurethane, made the electronics cap out of an old pickguard, soldered the electronic components together, and made a sweet guitar.
Made a pretty good video that you're going to see in the next 20 seconds.
So this is me just screwing around because I had nothing better to do. So there's that. And then, lastly, in conclusion, the guitar turned out better than I expected. It was comfortable to play and it shreds. And the video was good and the pictures had good quality.
Yep. Thanks for saying Michael.
I forgot that was your partner, Rob. And then here's a picture of it complete. I finished it really fast after I started.
What